हेलो 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 वेलकम बैक टू द स्ट्रीम। कितना 11:30 हो गया, मैं टाइम पे ही हूँ, मतलब जितना मैंने बोला था। I'm obviously late. Today we are streaming about GE versus XLG watch party. First time I'm doing watch party. इससे पहले मैंने आज तक नहीं की, but I wanted to do this क्योंकि मैं GE in the Masters, bro. What the fuck do you expect? ये Masters में पहुंच गई और क्या चाहिए bro? तो रुको, बंदों को आने तो फिर मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। पता ही नहीं है बंदों की है क्या चीज। जी जी, ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स तो पता होगा, ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स तो पता होना चाहिए सालों। तो ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स नहीं पता फिर स्पोर्ट्स क्या देखते हैं। तो बेटा नहीं, आज होगी सिर्फ वॉच पार्टी, क्रेजी वॉच पार्टी। मजा आएगा। मेरा तो बहुत मन था कि मैं वॉच पार्टी करूंगा। नाइनटीन पॉइंट वन, व्हाट द फक, 64K तो इसके आ रहे हैं। नेवर माइंड। होपफुली मेरी आवाज ज्यादा ना हो, डिसेंट ही हो।
It's going to be revealed on June 21st. What can you tell us, Laxi? I did not know you could do that on a map. That is insane. I'm more excited than ever. Can you tell us anything about what inspired this map, Laxi?
शुरू नहीं हुआ क्या? That's my name is stream on TV.
Wow. Literally mark it in your calendars right now, June 21st. We've got an epic show match on the card before the grand finals. Laxi, are you going to be playing in the match? Laxi's got a hair appointment, but it's fine. She'll be watching from the makeup chair. Thank you so much, Laxi. Thank you so much, XLG fans. Let's get back into the game.
Did you book it together, Tom?
Yeah, I actually also have the hair appointment that day.
Okay, you're both going for the die. Which team's colors are you going to get?
5-7, okay.
Blue.
My favorite team. All right, 7-5, XLG. They've got the lead at the halftime. An impressive streak matching what GE put forward with 5 rounds of their own. Now the lead is theirs and a chance to take it to GE on their own map pick. Remember, Global Esports wanted to take Haven into the map pool, perhaps thinking that it was a weakness for XLG, who struggled against their regional rivals. But you know what? A lot has changed in a very short period of time. XLG looking like they came here to play. They're not far away from winning.
Yeah, unfortunately for GE, it does seem like they're a little bit cursed with their map choices. It happened yesterday. They were able to turn the series around, but
today
we
got
you gotta hope
with
that
the sponsorship of Cornetto.
have come in with a solid attack side. It's been a rough start to the game for Autumn, someone who was lights out in their series yesterday, but there's still a second half to be played. And the defensive side of this comp can be very difficult. Already, Raga caught. The same can be said for Noman, but he had support on the site. Lysor trying to hold the line, but running out of bullets and won't. And this pistol.
Happyway has been very impressive so far, but Patman's quick to put him in his place, leaving Leo 1 versus 4.
You don't
Well, that's definitely not in his favor. The deadlock wall certainly doesn't help out. I would say the trip behind, but they certainly already know where he is. That'll be a cleanup for GE and a chance to put things level at 7-7 if they can win the Andy.
यार फक नेट का इशू नहीं चाहिए ऐसा, ये तो गलत बात हो जाएगी.
I also do go in looking at GE on the attack. Like, you kind of expect having that double senti to maybe help you back. To clear angles, make things that little bit more awkward, not leave you with safe space to stand in.
Welcome, Susano.
So I definitely want
Today,
to see
I'm doing a watch party.
what
First
ideas
time.
they have. It will, however, put a lot
Because
of
our team
pressure onto
from India
Yudotan.
is on the highest
Over on that Neon. He's going to
stage
have to be
of
that hard entry
Valorant.
for the majority of rounds. And at least in this
Quarterfinals,
one,
to be
a bit of a
specific.
slower paced
Masters
default.
London.
Of course, maybe even expecting there to be a stack, which there is.
And I'm scream. I'm eating
Although
ice
I
cream.
will say at the moment, Autumn
A
is
scream, a
walking
scream.
directly into it. Of course, he's normally a lurk player, so this is kind of what you want from him.
Oh, it's a good thing the wall was in the way there.
It didn't look like it was, but you know.
No, it didn't.
अगर मैं Valorant खेलता रहता तो मेरे ख्याल से मैं भी क्या पता इनकी टीम में होता. But never mind.
Finds
Let's
himself
enjoy.
one, does some damage, loses a Marshall. It is what it is. If anything, confirmation for the rest of the squad that the seaside is the right way to go. The spike can make it there. It's been sprinting ever since he went down. It's just now making it towards the site. Deep position from Patman. This is a big risk, but he should fly under the radar. You never really expect someone to be embedded in a round like this, and it means plenty of kills coming up for Patman.
Yeah, he also had nothing to lose. I think that's the best thing about it. They kill him, they get a ghost. He's at least delayed them a little bit, and he can give the information over.
That was crazy.
He even threw down a deeper smoke to go like, okay, yeah, you need to play into this site from here. And instead, he's able to farm them up. 7-7, level once again. And for GE, it's not the greatest of bonus rounds, but Patman getting that many additional kills means he can now invest.
Why
into a
no
Vandal.
one is there on the
They will, of
stream?
course, be coming up against
Because
rifles
I
on the other
think I
side.
didn't notified them. मैंने कोई message नहीं
You
डाला.
take a look at what GE have to work with for the next. I mean, the money is
I hope they
very
find out
high
soon.
after a light buy in the previous. Oh, Patman! He might have had a big play in the previous round, but this one amounts to nothing. Great response from Leo.
GE Global Esports is our Indian team. XLG पता नहीं कहाँ की है. और Global Esports right now is on quarterfinals on like world's largest Valorant stage. First time. This is crazy.
Oh, this is a problem.
Like at this point, all Valorant YouTubers are doing watch party.
Harvey is
Why not I?
desperately low, but even still, the bullet's not connecting. Not able to get the gun though. And Harvey is just trying to run for the hills. I think realizing that, yeah, you know what, on 4 HP, planting pretty much anywhere on that site would have been an immediate death sentence. I think though he was hoping that maybe they rotate away. That's all he really has, is the element of surprise. And if they just wait and play this together on the XLG side,
30 seconds left.
there is no element of surprise, because at some point he has the plan. And it even seems like they're beginning to make the rotation. Maybe he was hoping for a little bit earlier. They are very close by.
Planted.
Yeah, the drone gets around in time, so they're not even worried about the gong. They know exactly where he is. And now, well, now it is exactly pinpoint with a reveal up top. They know he hasn't gone to mid. They
Kind
got
of
there
one
in time to fill
knows.
in that space. The dots connected. Javi is going to have a sensational performance, and he almost had it. A
Nice
shot
try.
fired at each player. Luckily, they didn't land. XLG are back in the lead.
Yeah, not bad for a bonus round, but I also think it wasn't really the weapons that you expected to do the damage in the bonus round. Patman with one of the only rifles fighting alone, and then Yudotan doing the same. It was definitely a bit of a, I guess, disjointed, more surprise factor style round out from GE, which you can kind of expect in those low buys, but now they come in with the full investment.
But currently,
have that run it back online.
like Global Esports India की टीम है, but currently इसमें कोई भी इंडिया का प्लेयर नहीं है. 2 साल पहले था. इसके रोस्ती पर अब नहीं है. That is one thing कि थोड़ा बंदे disappointed है, पर चलो अपनी टीम है, अपने होता है.
chance for him to have his moment. Doesn't feel too far away. For G, it's going to have to be great usage of this double sentinel comp while on the attack. It can be hard at times, but was certainly a period where the double sentinels looked better on the attack side than on the defense.
Spike.
Across a lot of the regions.
Why didn't you heal himself when he had 4 HP?
Whether they can make it work is a different story.
He can't heal himself. Sova,
जो
agent था,
they have
that agent like
in this
can't
spot. That
heal
cage is going to
himself.
go down very soon, and he could have himself.
Not even like other place.
He wasn't peeking.
He's just holding the control.
Only few like character or agents are there.
Okay. It was a reaction shot from Autumn. Like you see the swing come out to maybe try and get an individual fight, and Autumn's managed to get the kill. We even had our own third-person observer for that one, in the form of Harvey. Even still, though, they're walking into what is the Senti setup. The spike on that side and still spread across the map is the rest of GE. A chance to maybe try and respond over the top of this. Plant not coming in just yet, but immediate double kills up for the global esports side. Raga's ult not likely to do too much in this moment as he was blocked out by all of the utility, and then he's caught in the back by Crystal anyway, who closes it with 3.
This is the first match. अभी 3 मैच होंगे. मैं तीनों देखूंगा.
Level again. That was a really nice play by Crystal.
He decides to play
further behind the pack, deeper into garage. And the response a lot of the time from that backside has been to put the paranoia through. Lysor fires the paranoia. I think it catches 2 or 3 players, but it doesn't catch Crystal. So once he goes to TP, the man in garage has clear sight lines on him, takes him down. And that avoided what could have been a really nice fight back from Lysor up on that plat. Instead, 8-8. XLG challenged and forced down to pistols. This should be Global Esports taking themselves the lead.
Yeah. Well, that's going to help. I was going to say they've always been pretty good in these rounds, but when you have that mid-trap and lose a player so early on A, there has to be that little itch scratching your brain that you need to rotate.
Blue team is getting cooked. I would not say that.
But now they are sticking around.
From the last previous round, but it is 8-8. It is
an isolated fight.
Even for now. Come back. Come back भी नहीं बोल सकते. 8-8 है bro. It is 8-8.
Because he does like, even in low buys, Patman I feel like he likes to make some audacious plays, but for now at least, oh no, they're running back.
Yeah, they've gone to the players on A. A space has been taken there, but the problem is the spike has to make it across. Already 1 pickup for XLG. This early push getting them in a really nice position. Crystal's made it out. Wall behind as well, just to contain. And a 4v3 from this spot doesn't look too bad for GE.
Planting.
30 seconds
got a bit scary, and
तीनों city हैं.
Argo will heal up a little bit. Happy Ways managed to find 1. Even damage here would be nice. We're starting to see the step up of Autumn. Okay, Patman.
2v1.
Both of these players are in a bit of a shaky spot, but never mind. Autumn there to save the day after a very slow start to the game as well. He's now level. And GE find themselves back in the lead again.
Last round.
Yeah, that's 4-1 in this half.
Okay.
XLG.
Last round का back.
It was a solid start, as we said, with the 2-0
on
the pistol. But they took a while to get into that first half. 5-round streak from GE that they had to fight back through. Now, GE get another very successful early half. This time, the pistol added to the equation. And if this keeps on going, XLG are going to run out of time, out of runway very, very quickly.
Oh no. अरे भाई opening team है जो जीत रही है.
Well, you remember what happened in the last half. He took a timeout, they played 1 eco round, and then they won 5 rounds in a row. So
yeah, it's the eco. Yeah, you're right.
I would say Boya's poor.
Time out. अगर जब मैच खत्म होगा ना तो 15-20 मिनट का टाइम आउट होता है, तब अपन वो करेंगे. थोड़ा सा ना वो कर लेंगे. डीएम से खेल लेंगे. So Red won the first match of 3. No, अभी नहीं हुआ है. क्या कहते 13, the one who like achieved the score 13 wins. 9-8. अभी दोनों का भी तो काफी मैच पड़ा है, आधे घंटे का पड़ा है मेरे ख्याल से. 9-8. जो पहले 13 कर लेगा वो. और अगर टाई हो गया लाइक 12-12 तो ओवर टाइम होता है, उसको ओटी बोलते हैं। वो भी लंबा जाता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ द राउंड्स आर प्लेड।
Is all they've got under their belt. An immediate idea from Crystal to pop the ultimate, closing the distance towards this A site. Target selection here, it's going down below. That's a perfect hit. Frogger's going to be caught. Let's listen into this chaos.
Drop, guys. Can you plant? Get ready.
It is safe.
Kill, get.
Omen keep is somewhere.
Kill, can you plant?
Yeah,
Find you, kill.
Nice one.
never long, guys.
Guys,
5v3 easy.
Omen short plan.
guys, I have flash, I have flash.
What the fuck is Jet
I can
doing?
watch heaven on camera, okay?
Yeah, okay. I have ulti, guys. I have
What the
I
fuck is
have
their
no
Jet
cap.
doing? वो
I
CB
have
कर
CT
रहा है?
also. I have the stun. Cannot come out yet.
Okay, okay,
We're
saving.
gonna save.
Oh, okay, okay, my bad. मेरे को बहुत दिन हो गए खेले Valorant.
Well, this is kind of exactly what I was talking about, isn't it? They
The
get
same
the
fella.
opener with that ultimate, they get into the post plan. Now, I will say, this time they actually went into the heavier stack site, but because two players were isolated out and it was only one player in, there was no chance for breaking that ult. I also, there's one small detail that I really like from Crystal, and that is he did not buy a rifle this round. Because I see so many players running in with that deadlock ult, and they just get shot in the face. And so you've just thrown away credits. He goes, I know I'm going to do that. I know I'm going to run straight in. I'm just going to buy a stinger. And then, if I get a guy, I can take his gun. It's given them a little economic boost. It's given them an opener. And when they're going to try and take the guns away, and there is Crystal with that rifle, who's going to manage to take down Nomad
10-8.
with the op.
It's funny saying the
yes.
guy's in the middle of the board right now, Crystal, but his impact in every map is tangible, and then sometimes he just pops up with like a close to a 30 bomb. Like,
Yeah.
This is such a
Batman
valuable player to
17.
have. Thinking back to yesterday,
Monster,
it was
right?
the Pearl up against Full Sense, right, where he managed to flank like 4
ये सारे
players
double
in
digit
one
हैं,
round.
दोनों side.
This guy has been a
Wesley को
menace.
छोड़ के.
Well, it's funny as well, because for him, this game is personal.
Red
He was
team
on
players have
XLG,
good
of
reflex
course,
to be
in
honest.
the tier 2, the import rule is 2.
This
when
is
you
like
get to tier 1.
funny to me. If you ask why, क्योंकि पिछले 3-4 साल से global esports GE is trying to win, and like they were not even close. They always like lose at the bottom of the table. But इस बार they are at the Masters, like quarter finals पहुंच गए हैं, और वो अभी भी अच्छा खेल रहे हैं. वरना ऐसा होता है कि थोड़ा ऊपर पहुंच गए उसके बाद बिल्कुल जीरो. But 10-8 still is pretty good. And they're मतलब कुछ तो किया उन्होंने crazy.
And flank going to be attempted as well by Noman. Updraft used already to get over the trip. This is dangerous. Everybody from G is focused on the site. They have no idea that Noman's here.
Oh,
He
fuck.
updrafted just as they stepped out of range.
ये round
Now
जाएगा.
there's a smoke down on long. He can't fight through that, and so the fight on backside is
नहीं जाएगा.
it's completely
नहीं
easy
जाएगा.
for GE. Everything going their way until it's down to Noman.
Oh,
Crystal bails them out again.
Let's
40
go.
HP
Let's
in
go.
it. That flank had the potential
Sheriff
to
भी
change
उसके
the
बाद बच
game,
गए.
but they got just enough done before he arrived.
Red team,
Give me
red team is
Crystal
Indian.
right now.
Global
Give me-
esports.
give me what he
GE
was
is
doing
Indian.
in that moment. Oh, if I saw that across the stage, I'd be so mad. I do like the adaptation from G. I think they
Global esports GE जो red team है. This is our Indian team. So there is no Indian player, पर ये अपनी ही team है.
climbing up that board. 11-8. This attack side has started to run away like the first half, but it hasn't stopped. That's the difference.
11-8.
Well, being their map choice, expectation was that it would go in the direction of GE, but it didn't look that way. Okay, TP from Pac-Man caught. Braga's gonna immediately just send his ult through, caught by the stun.
Nice.
Made sure that didn't go any further.
Again, it feels like every round Crystal has that high impact. Lifethor,
Oh.
what a shot! And he almost corrected as well. GE find themselves a man down, facing into
Fuck,
the operator. It's only
we
going
lost
to get
this
worse,
round.
and now Blade Storm's
11,
activated. No
9.
man is not losing this round. Not if he has anything to say about it. Leo, it's easy, as can be.
Spike down
37 health on Javi.
1v3,
Managed to
nearly
avoid the
impossible.
spray from Leo, but the shot from No Man's a different story. 11
Nice try.
for GE, but now 9 for XLG. The gap is closing slowly.
Yeah, not too far behind, and a faster pace attempt in that round initially from G. It felt like when that didn't go to plan, the backup plan was just to try and retreat back.
बहुत
into the
बढ़िया
B
मारा
side,
Neon
and
पे.
it looked like XLG from start to
But
finish
Neon
were well
बहुत close
aware,
आया था.
especially after the run it back. Even if you get caught, you cleared out a lot of that space.
Fuck,
The
their monitors
operator
are
of Nomad
crazy,
finally
bro.
able to find a couple of
Like
targets
I
as
get
well.
maximum 150 FPS, and they're
Again, we're
like
gonna see
getting, I think so, 300.
Pressure put towards C from them.
और वो उससे ज़्यादा ले
They're
सकते
gonna
हैं,
know
but
early that it isn't this
there
side
is
of the
a
map.
limit.
It's just how
Like
early
you
the
can't
G
go
decide to
300
go
plus
the other
FPS
way, or are they gonna
on
walk
tournaments.
back
As well, जितना मर्जी कर
into
लो.
operator?
Right here.
Thankfully, I don't think anyone's rounding that
Because they are
corner before
clutching
the drone
crazy,
clears it.
because they are
The
pro
op shot
players
fired gives the
for a
game away.
reason.
2 players spotted. XLG know. Actually 3. They know that Sova was close as well, but they're not ready for Uniton to
Let's
just
fucking
walk
go.
in.
मैं खुद भूल जा रहा हूँ हमारी टीम
They
कौन सी है.
I'm so perplexed. They had so much information. They saw him step
ये अपना round
forward.
है, easy.
When last they looked, and moments later, they're blindsided by a man that told them he was coming. Good stun too. Lysor dodges it, and well,
There was no follow-up.
I'm not sure what the idea was there, but
300 FPS. Joke, no, like even 300 FPS is the limit that you can't cross. If they want, they could go like 1000 plus FPS. But there is like a limit to the tournament. I think so, 300. I'm not sure though.
I completely agree. A crazy repeat to go for.
That is literally a man who doesn't give a damn. Like that is what I've just witnessed. And well, you know, he's having a good laugh about it because
उन्होंने हाथों में
he has
कुछ लिया
just
होता है,
won the
एकदम
round.
ऐसे करते हैं. Round खत्म हुआ.
That's got to be infuriating as well for XOG. You
They
have
even
the
do
right setup to
exercise, like
stop
wrist
him, and
exercises.
you just get wrecked.
Oh, there's no table strong enough to
भाई
survive
कितने घंटे
the
खेलते हो?
bash that it's getting after that one. For XLG. Oh no, the barrel
गन
pointing
निकली
through
हुई
for
थी
Autumn.
लाडले.
He's been sold down the river, and that's at least going to be the man advantage for XLG in a crucial round. Ult used by GE. They get space, they
Camera
find
नहीं
the
तोड़ा
C
उसने.
site, but XLG are waiting as well. They still have a camera for when they go for the retake. What they won't have is Rarga.
Eventually.
टारगेट ले लेता
He's
उसको
not in a bad
Phoenix,
position,
but
but it definitely seems like they know there could be a player here. Even
What the
still,
fuck?
though, Leo's
What
done
the
well.
fuck?
Trade back as well, putting it into a more advantageous position. A singular kill will get Harvey his ult, but they are being flanked again. Of course, all of that scythe utility is gone.
Wow.
Well, so is Yudotan as well. Harvey needs a clutch for the ages, but he's already managed to. He's being revealed and flanked, but the fight in front's a little bit ahead. Also gets the launch,
Oh!
but finally no man strikes
flank,
from the
fuck
back.
that flank, bro.
That 1v4 shouldn't have even been close.
Nice try.
But, you know, he makes it look pretty good.
This time the flank from No Man works out. Thankfully he didn't have 2 targets to
Nice
deal
try,
with.
यार. Fuck.
12 to 10 and 2 chances.
12 था. ये round जीत जाते direct win था जी अपना. What the fuck is this? सही है. 1v3, हाँ. He could have done 1v4, but nice try. मतलब could have तो क्या बहुत मुश्किल था. पीछे से वो आ रहा है ना जेट उनका. ड्यूलिस्ट ही जो फ्लैंक करके आते हैं ना. फक पर ही मैच भाई. चला जल्दी.
So I guess clearly the credits on the other side of it have really been brought low just by the amount of damage that was done by Harvey in the last round.
Hopefully the last round, hopefully.
Even still though, G set up with multiple ultimates, but they're just waiting.
जी के पास 3 ults हैं, उनके पास 2 हैं.
Especially with this double duelist, you expect aggression. You expect someone eventually
Neon
to
ult-
have to go looking for
Neon ult
information.
can be very
Come on, there it
pretty
was. They
useful.
didn't quite manage to catch the kill.
It's only a matter of time before someone faces Yudotan. The spike making it back to the C side. Here comes the peak off the back of the Hunter's Fury. They're trying to force players out of position, and they've done that. But Crystal was the one to fall. A nice shot by No Man, and that's immediately got G to cancel this push and look elsewhere.
Okay.
Meeting up with Autumn might not be the play. Well, that's an awkward reveal. They're not fully pushed up short. That's good information from Leo to have, I suppose.
20 seconds left. Time ticking down. Raga in position,
Nice
but
one,
he's
nice
lost
one.
his teammate. Now
Oh,
he's the
fuck.
only one remaining on this site, but he gets support from above. shutting it down at least for now. 10 seconds for the remaining players of G to get in, and they find both kills.
Plant.
He maybe just needs to survive. In fact, he does. No, he doesn't get away. Pat back.
एक सेकंड मेरे को समझ नहीं आया.
Will close their map choice just
उन्होंने अच्छा
and go in with a lead.
they didn't even try to plant.
13-10.
Fuck, let's
It
go.
was a close matchup in the end. XLG
Round
came through. They
26.
started to heat up after a bit of a slow start, but now only
1-0.
remain of what could have been.
Now we need
a strong
like another
opening.
win. Best of
Over to
3
map
wins.
2. Lotus after the break.
Let's freaking packing go. What the fuck? You can't run. रुक जा, वो दिखाएंगे नहीं क्या यार अभी पीछे?
Yep, that's me.
वो show नहीं
You're
करेंगे.
probably wondering how I ended up here.
I don't know how the fuck, but that was crazy. Oh, let's play DMC till the next match. Let's play DMC. Let's continue the DMC. DMC. सुन थारा पैर पैर पर बेरी बैठा है. In the last year, I tried to run so that time runs out, but he got the bullet in his ass. Lol, yeah. Like there was literally no time. अगर वो भाग भी जाते ना, तो वो जीत जाते. But मस्ती है ना. मैं 3-4 दिन हो गए खेली नहीं मैंने. मैं कहाँ पे था? मैंने वी के साथ खेली. You know DMC is also a beautiful game. What is bonus? The fuck is bonus? सुन थारा पैर पैर पर पैरी.
Devil may cry.
Nina initially fans of the paths to the Clifford, the demonstration, you know, called Jordan, weapon, and we turn up. Lady can she shuts in ladder with the Demon King, and what is beast from Odin. We are now going to play with B. Let's go. 5 minutes में शुरू हो जाएगा. 5 मिनट तक क्या करेंगे?
So V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
Let's start the mission. Why the fuck are you connected to the network? Okay.
We have a minor errand before we reach Urizen.
ऐसे मारो कैसे? What the fuck is that jump?
Oh, geniuses, be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't that right, V? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare, just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick. I got your back, because diet is whack.
Just someone shared.
Pin him to the wall.
Can't finish off 9 enemies behind.
Gotta land the final blow, B. You know we can't kill B.
मैं weak करेगा वो. After something
Now get to work. Gouge him. Pierce through.
Just use shadow to evade attacks. Oh, this is fucking dope, bro. The slides are crazy.
At your pleasure.
यही समन कर सकता है क्या ये?
It's your turn. Go.
It's my turn now.
ना पहले समन करने पड़ेंगे. ओके तो मेरे को उधर जाना है ना नीरो के पास गेम में सीधा सीधा रास्ता नहीं है इसके पास एक पंछी है जो उड़ सकता है पर नहीं Press shift plus
Descend it is. I need you. Pin him to the wall. Slice him.
Okay.
Now, get to work. Pin him to the wall. It's your turn. Slice him. Pierce through. At your pleasure.
This guy is so freaking fucking cool. What the fuck? मेरे को लगा नीरो या वर्जिल बेस्ट है. But what the fuck? Landing close enemies or taking damage will fill the devil trigger. It is on the enemy or taking damage will fill the devil trigger. अच्छा devil form है. Fuck devil form. If it is bird blood devil trigger high, you can use it to summon nightmare.
Pin him to the wall. Rest in peace. Pin him to the wall. Gouge him. Reap what you sow. Pierce through. Pardon me.
बड़ा शोर किधर है? ये क्या था? अरे वो शुरू भी हो गया. Hey bro, sorry for late. How is Samax? No worries. I always come late. You can be late. मैं भी वॉच पार्टी कर रहा था बस. बीच में ब्रेक मिली है तो मैं कहा DMC your demons pet will stop moving if they take too much damage. Keep an eye on their calls. The left corner. Okay. These demons recover from stalemate by themselves over time. You can speed up their recovery time by moving be close to them. Okay. $29,000 points है पर.
This bridge looks unstable. I need you.
Injury हो जाएगी. ठीक है और रेजिडेंट इविल 4 की मिल रही है स्टीम में 600 की
I will not
But मैं
allow him to gain any more power.
फ्री में खेल लूं तो मैं 600 क्यों करूं यार उसको मारना पड़ेगा इसलिए तो मैं यूज भी नहीं करना चाहता
It's your turn. Slice.
क्या कभी नहीं जा रहा मेरे को कपल ऑफ प्रेग्नेंट कपल ऑफ प्रेग्नेंट इसे मैंने पाऊंगा इधर गेम से कुछ भी मिल जा रहा है अमेरिका वेस्टर्न ऑफ क्रिस्टल लेवल से कवर सम ऑफ द डेविल ट्रिगर मेरा पंछी मेरे लिए मार सकता बेबी डॉग व्हाई द फक वुड आई मेरे को लग रहा है अभी कोई एनिमेशन आएगी मूवी आएगी फिर बंदे मारने पड़ेंगे यार बोरिंग से काम ले आते हैं ना जो द फक इज दिस प्रेस क्यू प्लस यूज वन स्टॉक ऑफ द टू मेक शैडो सेंस कर सकते हैं
Enjoy the taste of despair.
What the fuck crazy guy क्या मेरा वो
The angel that presided on my birth is a little creature formed of joy and light. Come on.
Okay.
To see the world. Prepare. Here now. Gouging. At your pleasure. This is the end. In the wall.
tomorrow's life maybe.
Pin him to the wall. Slice him. Eradicate them all.
Babu ke bro, this form is so crazy. भाई बीबी को मारने के लिए मैंने इतना बड़ा बंदा बुला दिया। अरे फक यार वो शुरू हो गया है वीसीटी जल्दी करना पे कितना यार मेरे को नहीं आइडिया।
Human blood is the source of his strength. I must cut off his supply. Pierce through him.
मुझे मारना पड़ रहा है।
At your pleasure. At your pleasure. The end is now. May not fail on me. Gouge him. Gouge him. Into nothingness.
Whatever your SS bro, fucking SS bro.
High maintenance.
Awaken now.
Shit. मैंने फालतू में वेगन कर दिया।
Rise.
Plan a day for Among Us, call everyone. Bro, I have done it twice और कोई भी नहीं आता है। मैं I can again try. But what can I say? What the fuck is this?
I have to keep going. Slice him. Turn.
बढ़ता जी तबाही में था ना arigato
Rest in peace. Gouge him. Rest in peace. Gouge him.
SOS somebody rescue me बहुत भाई crazy कर दिया कल ब्रो फ्री फायर वाले भैया हम okay so we play extreme game it's fun duo game okay definitely I'll see which game is this और या फिर we should make this stream more funny and views grabbing you should become a streamer like speed I should do like things no but definitely यार थोड़ा भी focus करना मुश्किल हो रहा है but I will do but first of all I have to watch this 2-5 let's go अभी देखिए आप थोड़ी देर बाद देखते हैं पूरा ये करने के बाद देखते हैं अभी तो बहुत बजट पड़ा है ऐसी बात आ रही बैकग्राउंड से एक बार नीचे लैंड होना पड़ता है उसको
Pierce through.
Bro, this character is so cool. What's the boss fight?
Needhog. I never liked this guy.
You catched. I know you.
Dumb as a box of rocks. Let's not even mess with this guy, V. He can't even leave the Clyphod anyway. Just a Clyphod parasite.
Did you insult me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think he hurt me. And he's angry!
I'm going to kill you.
Not in this lifetime. As the air to a bird, or the sea to a fish, so is contempt to the contemptible.
But ये लगता है थोड़ा
You used demons.
If the fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise.
Meaning, don't try to think too much, shithead!
I'm busy. You guys can finish it.
ये तो गया भाई
Even the big fat kitty knows you got shit for brains!
अब तो गया बेटा मर गया क्या? वो कहाँ पे है? Where the fuck is he?
You guys can finish it.
बस मेरे को क्या हो रहा है?
Pin him to the wall.
खत्म नहीं हो रहा। Fuck no bro। हाँ भाई बंदा थक जाता है करते करते। ट्राई कर लो फ्रैंक स्ट्रीम में। ब्लैक मिथ वुकोंग टू बी ऑनेस्ट अगर कोई जानता है तो बेकार है। वो अच्छी है बट इट इज अ कॉपी। सो सेकिरो इज बेटर इफ यू डोंट नो।
Eradicate them all. The cut worm forgives the plow. What do you say?
मेरे ख्याल से अभी और भी करना है ना, ये 2 बार करना है, टावर छोड़ने पड़ेंगे। Try it tomorrow यार।
Hey, alright, that's not good at all. That's not good. Well, hey, wait, where are you going? Are you running away? That's not a good sign.
I'm afraid then that's a little bit more than I can take on right now.
What the fuck is that? A decent good काफी अच्छा पहले से काफी अच्छा। क्या कहते वुकोंग भी है यार, मैं बता रहा हूँ वुकोंग सेकिरो खेलूंगा मैं इससे अच्छा। वुकोंग सेकिरो की कॉपी अगर नहीं पता हो किसी को तो वुकोंग इज गुड, वुकोंग हैज इट्स ओन लेगेसी बट सेकिरो तो मैं वही खेलना चाहूंगा। बताओ क्यों नहीं खेल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैकेनिक्स सेम है तो पहले मैं सेकिरो ही खेलूंगा। What the fuck is this shit? Oh.
We're alive! We made it! It's our lucky day, V. Let's go find a game of cards.
These glyphosate roots, they're everywhere.
Well, we are underground.
Then I guess we have some clearing up to do.
And me without my gardening shears.
ये फिर साला चलने लग गया है। समझा रहा तेरी गेम नहीं है अभी कर ले यार सही है नहीं अगर मैं करूँ पहले तो मैं मेरे पास 2 गेम्स पड़ी हैं अभी मेरे पास अभी 2 गेम्स पड़ी हैं सब नॉटिका और डीएमसी ये करूंगा उसके बाद फिर हम डिसाइड करेंगे क्या करना है मिशन 5 बाद में स्टार्ट करते हैं अभी अपन मेन मेनू में चलते हैं और क्लिक करते हैं अभी अपन वॉच पार्टी देखते हैं 4-6 अभी तक 4-6 ही हुआ है
Man, it's just made such a difference. It feels like every round he's either getting the information, but not being punished if he misses the shot, or in the vast majority, he's got them a man advantage.
Please don't fucking load. Please don't fucking load.
And then some. And you can't push him after because he's using his util to slow.
Yeah, it's the slow, the wall, whatever he can
Steel
put into
tool
play.
use कर ले यार मैंने अभी तक नहीं देखा है मैं अगली गेम पक्का स्टील टूल से
But it's not
करूंगा
the prettiest from GE.
बस मेरे को याद रहे G6 ब्रो अगर ये GE जीत गई अगर ये जीत गई this would be so huge for GE this would be so huge for
Sticks
India
for the most part. Of course, they can still
हम
take the weaponry
semi-finals में
away with that
जाएंगे
steel garden.
आज तक हम मास्टर्स नहीं लिए और हम सीधा सेमीफाइनल्स में जाएंगे
trying to get himself a
भाई
little bit
crazy होगा
closer, but unless
बट 5-6 है अभी लेट्स सी अगर ये वाला मैच जीते तो डायरेक्ट सेमीफाइनल्स पे अपनी टिकट है वरना इसके बाद वाला जीतना पड़ेगा वो डिसाइडर मैच है एक तो अपने हाथ में अबे यार ये पॉज क्यों हो रहा है बाबू
likelihood is that nightfall will not be used.
ओह तो जी अटैकिंग पे अभी
Minute on the clock. And GE they're very happy to
They're
sit
going
and wait.
C, bro.
28
C.
shots.
Cypher है.
Yeah, we go to the classic eventually.
ओपन
Honestly,
साइफर
I think it
दोनों है
would
यार C could be bad यार मैं 720 भी करना नहीं चाहता
We got one mag left for you to
And you know, he has kept 2 players. See, they're trying to put.
Don't fucking load भाई कितना गंदा नेट हो सकता है
But obviously, it does take a second or. There, and I like the thorns. The thorns forced him to take a lot of damage on the way out.
साइड मिल गई क्या अपने को क्रेजी चुपचाप चल रहा है
reading it just in time for the
You're-
Red Bull clutch.
Ah, what a round
They
coming
didn't
out from
even let
Crystal.
me see the
His
round.
teammates bought him the time for a mass wraparound
Replay, I need
all
the
the way
replay,
through
please.
on that flank. And just impressive stuff individually to not run at the end when you know that they could have been defusing. Utilize that flash as well. That is just an intelligent player in the clutch.
A
Oh.
2-round lead for GE, who
One.
are
That's so
already
crazy.
up a map. This is definitely looking like XLG are in trouble, but I think they found enough towards the end that the second half isn't exactly terrifying. For GE fans, though, this is exactly the kind of performance that they wanted to see. And certainly, someone in the crowd is looking very happy today. Let's go over to an interview with Javi's mom.
This is Mary Vick. She's Javi's mum, but also the captain, I think, of the Global Esports Fan Club here in London. The funny thing is,
Would
Mary
they
Vick,
be like
when your son said he wanted to be a pro gamer, at first you were not convinced.
No, not at all. Not at all. He was always in internet cafes playing. And so his friend said, you have to watch him play. He's really good. And when I watched him play, I'm like, oh my God, he is a professional player.
And now you get to see him play for the first time in person in London. What's this been like for you?
It took 5 years for him to get here. And we all struggled. We all had sacrifices, but we supported him all the way.
So once you knew he could do this, you never stopped believing.
You betcha, yeah. Even his family, his siblings, his father, everyone, yeah.
And now it feels like your family has expanded, Mary Vick.
Woohoo! GE fighting all the way.
I wanted to ask you one quick question. Yesterday in the press conference, you asked the guys about their individual superpowers. What's the team superpower of global esports?
Oh my, I think a lot of it has to do with
Usko dekh side mein.
mentality, big time.
Definitely.
Strong mentality.
6, 7.
But you know, it's really the passion. If you don't have the passion, you're out.
fuck?
Yeah.
And are people here feeling passionate about global esports? And I'm not surprised with Mary Vic
वो बस
on
कैमरा के
their
आने में
side.
मजे
Let's
ले
get
रहा
into the second half.
Well, GE certainly fighting in this series, pulling no punches and leading 7-5. A chance to make it all the way to playoffs, and all they have to do is take down XLG in one more half.
भाई
Or
अगर
one
ये
more
हो
map.
गया वरना मेरे को तो
Mentioned
मजा आ
it
जाएगा
throughout.
one of the best
The
streams
team
है
that has talked about being
Like, lose नहीं है,
scrim
but
partners, relationships
जाएगी.
throughout, with Crystal
And
being
within
an
time, I can go to
XLG
sleep
member,
with
XLG
little bit
being the
happiness.
team that sent out Yudotan and No Man when they played on prior
11
rosters as
crystal
well.
के 11 autumn के
Even Autumn and Lysor have a connection with FPX, but only one of them can go marching on, as they eliminated
पिछली बार
two
मैंने
other
half time से
teams
देखना
from
शुरू
their
किया था मैं
respective
क्रिकेट भी ऐसे ही
leagues.
देखता हूँ जब इंटरेस्टिंग
Only
होता था
one of them makes it into the
शुरू
playoffs,
में
and for
okay, okay.
GE, they are going to hope to try and do it in 2. But for XLG, regionally, that attack side was strong. But I do think they're going to want to get a pistol.
No Man's got to be careful. He's got the spike right now, and the flank coming in. It looks like the timing could be good to catch him. He's rounded the corner just in time. Instead, it's Leo. He's really thrown to the wolves there. XLG lose themselves their fade. They'll get the A site for this. Oh, maybe they won't. The wall's blocked out the spike. Again, No Man is isolated, is trapped, and he'll make it back to his buddies.
Yeah, there's been a few moments already that
कर क्या रहे
could have made this
It's
round
pro
incredibly
players need to be
spicy.
studied.
Instead, it's Leo sacrificed a post plant, which is normally where this composition becomes so tough to break through. The wall already in position, already spotted. It may be a man advantage, but there aren't a massive amount of advantages for GE here.
No, this can very easily flip-flop in the other direction. Uniton has got 3! Lysor tucked in the corner. And a lot more than he bargained for coming his way. What a round from Uniton. That's going to get GE up to 8.
That's
will
just
actually
nightmare fuel for
oh,
XLG. You want that boost
Depends
into the
on
half, and a
the
guy runs around the corner. Multiple
अभी तक
people
attacking
trying to
side
face
से
him
support
off
कर रहा है
tap, and he
ऐसा
just absolutely destroys them.
पिछले मैच में भी ऐसे ही हुआ
Quick
I'm a
enough to
bad
correct,
supporter I
but
think
also a little bit disjointed from the other side, not quite able to find those trades.
Clove
Gives GE that little bit of a boost, and as I said, that is the last thing XLG wanted on their map choice, a map that regionally has been flawless over the last few months. There would be back-to-back defeats on it if they're unable to make a recovery. But fact is,
bye bro, good night
recovery is
bro,
not
good night
expected in this.
Samax thanks for coming to the stream
They had the net
we'll
land
meet
to start this out, but no
tomorrow
one
or the day after
Crystal now
tomorrow
surrounded, finds himself in a bit more trouble. Excuse me. Crystal from further back, firing in those shots and making it out and buying a little bit of time.
I don't think they'll go
XLG
see
aren't looking to change the direction, at least from what we're seeing. A Skydog might change their mind. They know now rotates have happened. They know the C site's a little better defended. But you're either going to rotate into space that you've given up, or you're going to pump the brakes and just hope that GE start
अगर GE जीत गई भाई सेमी फाइनल और फाइनल की वॉच पार्टी है जितनी भी रात हो जाए कितना भी लेट हो जाए
Flash is going to let them know, but No Man's managed to win the fight. Crystal here, but the jump across is fantastic. They're playing this one well as a team, but they still have to deal with Yudotan again. Back-to-back triples at a minimum. And he's now waiting for his teammate to come in behind. Happaway still with a rifle. Expecting
Cypher thanks for playing the game.
He's taking, but unfortunately left a little bit open. Another Yudotan round, a showstopper online. But the fact is, that was still a little bit too close.
Yeah, the panic version of me was thinking, well, we have the showstopper. Maybe you just throw it in to win the round. But I think that was the backup plan here. Let Autumn go, let him find the pick. If he dies, then maybe we throw that showstopper in. But it wasn't needed. GE find themselves in 9th. It looks on the timeline like an easy one, but certainly anything but with the way that panned out. XLG now come in with a full buy. themselves. Losing this, the chances of making playoffs, they take a plummet real quick.
Rifle handed over to Harvey. Yudotan is just going to be playing with the showstopper this round, waiting for someone to make contact, and if the stars align, they'll be put into play. It really is, as bonuses go, a weak one. More pistols than purchase weaponry, and for XLG, this is feeling like the moment to build back into this game. They've even got heavy shields on every single player. They know what they're up against. There goes the showstopper. There goes a freebie. And a weapon that can be picked up by Yudotan.
A really big kill as well. Not only for the weapon, but for that utility removed. XLG now, flank is open. They've got to go. And the decision is towards the C site. Wall gone in. They can make it onto Crystal site a little bit quicker than he's expecting. Ooh. Nice shot, but the wall got in the way. XLG keep things even. With a plant coming through, you got to be wary of the spams, but that's not a that's not a commonly spammed
that was
angle.
close, right?
Leo almost got a haircut.
This is still where things get so much tougher for G.
Commentators are crazy, yaar.
The post plant versus what is now a double senti. Still incredibly difficult. Yudotan is taking that initial space, but it's Raga to find the kill. No man with another, and in fact, he doesn't even realize he gets the third. Double tap through the smoke. And what started out a little bit shaky from the showstopper is 4 players staying alive for XLG. That is a good way to break back.
Guys, could definitely be a revival for XLG if they can have a bit of a streak early on. That round is one they're expected to win, but that's what makes me feel a little bit better about XLG's chances. The vibe check over that side of the stage looking good.
Now they have all
smiles, all standing. Autumn might be about to wipe that smile off their face. He's inside the smoke with the off. He's making it out. At least it seemed like he would.
Crystal died first.
Crystal gets shot in his place, and Autumn follows him to the spectator screen. That's one hell of a start for XLG, and yeah, I think you kind of have to save.
This is the problem, like you're running that double duelist, you're up against, as said, a composition that in the post plant is almost impossible. Just look at the utility on the map right now. There's a wall holding onto the cross. They've already put a sensor in the spawn, a second wall to block off with the barrier. There's no way back into the site as it is. So what you're going to see from GE is these aggressive starts. Like, we want to deny them having all of those players in the post plant. We want to deny them getting into the post plant in the first place. The problem is you get wrecked like that and you have no choice. There is no way that they're getting back in.
It does just look like a rare mistake from Crystal to step in. Gets unlucky that he spammed down. But of course it's an angle of spamming when Autumn had been caught out in the way that he did. Autumn overstaying his welcome in the smoke. Crystal going down ahead of his utility.
You only play the game, but you don't see the
I can tell you what else. You can throw your weapons away. You have 2 choices. One of them much better than the other. And a great net at the end.
just full trolling. He's having a good time.
Oh, why not?
Captain 3K got it in the last round, but now we look again to see if there's any sort of response.
Okay,
of course,
they are
the problem
saving.
for GE is that you get into that first proper buy round, you get slaughtered off rip. And in fact, that's a moment to take a pause. This is now both coaches in both halves that after losing 2 rounds has taken a timeout.
It is a very unusual look. And I do wonder if, you know, in this matchup in particular, being scrim buddies, you have a lot more learnings to draw from. You have a lot more tendencies to predict, to lean on.
They're talking to each other.
And I'll tell you what, Frost has got a lot to say. He is rattling it off. I think I'd get afraid every time I see our teams call the timeout. Just lift the headset slightly, lower 10%.
It's like, oh, what did I do wrong?
It's actually crazy that we could hear him from here.
Yeah.
In the venue. That's
to be fair, that wasn't him talking to them. That was just him talking out loud.
That was him talking in general. Yes, he wasn't losing his mind in a timeout. That was just his commentary of the game. But a 2-round gap between these two. For Global Esports, as you said, 3 players surviving, great. You at least have those 3 rivals. But alongside them, there won't be a lot. Autumn would love to have a Blade Storm here, but 3 away, that's not really a feasible goal. So for GE, even with those rifles, this will be a weak round, but let's see what they talked about in that timeout.
Seems like they're gonna at least try and challenge, but a little bit of early control. Harvey with an off angle. One that
damage to दिया.
should be expected. That cam, I don't believe, has given things away already. The utilization of the annihilation. As Crystal's gone, and well, Harvey tries to react. Yudatan has been a man of many moments. This would have to be one of the best of them. The full squad running down on him, and he had no support. Well, they left Patman as the sole defender
Spike planted.
of the other side of the map, and he is only just making it over here.
Last player standing.
Yeah, some credits not in the best of positions. With Arden being the last alive, maybe picking that rifle. Getting out could be the right play. Getting some damage in on top of it. For now, at least, he's just sat down in the spawn waiting, expecting someone to come pushing.
With the problem as well is a lot of what you can see with this XOG comp, and it's what I have seen when other teams have tried to run it, is a lot of the time you can need an ult to get you that entry. Like I think we witnessed it in this round. The Annihilation takes a player away, pulls someone in, and it gives you an opener, and you can then react off that. And you see people try and react to that ultimate. So to be honest, the worst thing that Autumn can do is run in and give them an ultimate. You don't want them to have a Nightfall. You don't want them to have a res, because then you can't sacrifice someone, and then they come right back again. So it's kind of an awkward spot where, yeah, the best thing I can do is die to the spike.
Rarga's definitely having a much better time as well in terms of impact. Even here, all that utility, you had the Sky Flash, you had the nade go through on A main, he just walked past it. And him walking past it meant they were much quicker to actually fill in the space, because he was telling them, yeah, they naded, yeah, they flashed, but no one stepped forward. And if no one stepped forward, they're either playing passive or they've rotated and left this as a light side of the map. Early chance here for Autumn. Operator will be bought up. Odin in play for Crystal, playing towards the doors on A. But XLG have shifted their focus to this C site. They're looking at this operator who's not got a very favorable angle with that smoke in the way, and the shot won't land for him either. But even just hearing that op seems to have made XLG reconsider.
Oh yeah, if you were going to run anything that you might have seen NRG do, I think it might be an operator and an Odin. I think they might have been inspired in that case. The only problem is they would also then need, I think, Patman to drop like 34 kills like Kiko did to get them through the map.
He saw them there. They don't think he saw them, but that paranoia and nade is perfect. Unitom with a little jump peek, and XLG just didn't react. As a result,
but the damage.
Happyway's almost dead, and they've lost a player.
Did Raga just heal himself?
I think so, Tom.
Because he's used the heal, and Happyway is top health. Yeah. Maybe just a reactionary decision, but
sorry, misclick.
Seemingly the wrong one.
30 seconds left.
Spam. Well, they've got to be so careful, but oh, maybe Raga was the right person. Now he has that res online. The swing through a little bit risky from Yudatan, and now they get that res in play. It's going to leave Lifesaw a bit healthier, and caught out is Patman. It was starting so well for the side.
ये क्या हुआ भाई? ये तो फक हो गया. 9-9 हो जाएगा, उनका बाय चले जाएगा यार. ऑफ सेव करनी पड़ेगी उसको. आपको गन के साथ कोच.
And the wall being triggered.
That's such good bait.
They're just going to go for the save. They're sensing too much danger here, and XLG grab themselves a 9th round as a result.
5v4-3 था लगभग.
Crystal starts looking towards the A side gun. Oh, he's flanking us. They're still checking for all of these positions just because Leo just walked out and baited the wall. That's just a clever little piece. Maybe he was actually going to flank them until then, but what a recovery from XLG. That round started with an unbelievable amount of damage done off the back of the nade, and then from then onwards, GE
it came
just
from
crumbled.
like 5-9
to
9-9.
Again, just players trying to be a hero in these moments. A swing out of a smoke, then moments later, another swing out of a smoke. They are being caught out in isolated fights, and that's exactly what XOG want.
It was looking like we were getting towards the home stretch for global esports, like a 2-0 was on the horizon and growing closer by the second. But now, the shoe's on the other foot. Things have slowed down, and a 4-round streak has put XLG right back into this game. Right back into this series and right back into contention for playoffs. It's GE with a weak
Why are they
line.
pushing?
Still the op, still the Odin, but the rest are with pistols, and they're isolated. Unitron stands no chance.
He was kind of meant to be the second layer to the operator. Unfortunately, he ended up being left alone. Immediate call to try and go back in the other direction, but Raga is still here. Plant seems guaranteed, and once again, once all of that utility goes down, that's at least a nice spam. Just one of the few weapons, but are they now just going to go back in the other direction again?
मेरे को कसम से like no joke मेरे को मैच देखते देखते इतने angles पता चले हैं ना.
Find anything from that spot. No paranoia to work with. The break back in. Patman has a gap in the wall, but they should know by now. He can possibly walk through, and now they most certainly do. Getting anything here should be tough. Patman's the only one that's risking his life. The rest of the squad is saving those weapons yet again. Not worth throwing at a round like this. And maybe if they found one more pick, maybe if something else had gone their way, they'd try. But instead, well, the question is, will they be allowed to save them? XLG are hunting them, at least in the case of Varga, but he will meet his demise.
Yeah, they've got so many credits that it really does become irrelevant. And as said, with their ults being so impactful, think about the res in the prior round. I don't think he's going to care if he goes down, as long as he's getting those ultimate orbs. I also think this brings back an interesting conversation at the beginning of the veto, because obviously I'm not going to pretend to know these teams better than they know each other. They're scrim partners. They probably know each other better than anyone else. When I was trying to predict the veto, I thought the G would ban this map and risk playing Fracture. There was something about the Fracture of XLG that maybe they didn't want to play, or they thought they had a counter on this map. And from what we're seeing so far in this attack side, I'm starting to question if that's true.
एक राउंड नहीं आया अभी तक.
And a lead for XLG. A showstopper online for GE. An investment. Full credits. An operator that's been saved for so many rounds. And now it has the early round impact. Now it lands that blow to XLG to put them a man behind. Their response is to scale up into C. And they will find this very free.
Yeah, they bait the wall. Crystal realizes that, I can opt to try and fight this alone, but once the utility comes in, it's going to be incredibly difficult. That's a little bit risky, though.
5v3 आराम से
Leo was trying to bait them in, and he succeeded. Obviously, they're not planting towards the waterfall because of the spams coming through on the other side, and even still, they just can't find a safe space. That will be the moment, though. Nomad with a decent shot. Showstopper now coming through, but it's Raga again! You said he's been having a standout game, but this really is a step up, an immediate headshot. Still, these fights becoming more and more awkward. A 2v2 down to just one. Melaiso holds the line. 2 kills for him. 2 rounds ahead. And XLG hightailing it towards Breeze.
Oh, that is a backbreaker round. G had it all. They had the opening picks. They had the ults. They had the tags. They denied the plans. And they threw it all away. Over eager, spamming with an Odin, 80 bullets through a smoke, and you don't think they'll shoot back? Jumping in with the showstopper when nobody else is ready to go. This is a team that lost their way. And now we might go all the way to Breeze as a result for XLG. They find themselves again against weaknesses. GE have invested somewhat. 3 rifles. But that showstopper out of the equation. The Blade Storm no longer around. This makes life so much easier for the attack side.
Oh, I like the aggressive push-up, though. The set strategies have not been working. Let's resort to just trying to punch them in the throat. A walk up, and they've got past Unitron. It's only the one, though. It looked like there was an opportunity for more than that. Even still, man advantage held. Harvey not really with the weaponry to do too much here, and with the TP to the back of the site. A post-plant will ensue, but 2 of those Sentinels are gone. It's only going to be No Man's util this time.
Oh, Leo can run through on that dog, but he decides to go back, wary of more players. Wise move.
4v3, but
than expected, perhaps GE.
Savage के पास gun नहीं है.
Weapons are going to be removed from the hands of XLG, and the push is about to come through. No Man gets caught off. Leo ends up killing him with his own flash. Javi, that's a big mistake. And it's given a chance now. Rifle back online for XLG, and they'll find a flurry of frags! 12 rounds for XLG! And GE have got to be kicking themselves. They have thrown what could have been a lead, what could have been a competitive map, maybe even a favored one.
बात ऐसी भी नहीं है कि हार रहे हैं
Oh, this is looking like the ultimate capitulation for global
बात
esports.
ऐसी है विनेबल
7 rounds in
नंबर
a row.
एडवांटेज इनके पास
Each one that goes by feels more and more like the one that will finally break the streak.
4v3
That one definitely the peak of
And
it, but
they're still
again, back-to-back
losing.
rounds where Lysor steps up. And now just one needed to take us to a third match.
Chalo,
GE
last
might
round
look
to
back at
Jennal.
this and be kicking themselves. They could have had this. Instead, they walk into the blender. 3 players gone. A 2v5 needed. And while this round is looking like a breeze.
For GE, as you said, a third map now on the horizon. It seems almost impossible for them to fight their way back into this one. It'll be devastating knowing. No, they're going to be slowed down even more by that util potentially. Oh, they made it past. But knowing that this could have been, if not a closed game, a much closer one, and instead, look at what they're running into. Crystal, okay, that's a double and a chance to break his teammate out. It's not quite over just yet, but now it very much seems like it is. The time too far gone, the slow on the spike, and more than enough bodies to throw at this situation. It is 13 to 9. A resounding answer from XLG to Haven. Global Esports will not find this 2-0. In fact, playoffs still up for grabs after the break.
1-1. Kolkata will beat the US. But no issue, this is our team. We hope they'll play more in the next match. But for now, I have to turn the stream off. It's just like if G अगर चली गई ऊपर, अगर G ऊपर गई तो उसकी वॉच पार्टी भी होगी. We'll definitely make sure that I'll make sure that I do a watch party of semi-finals and finals. Thanks for coming to the stream. We'll meet in the next stream tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Love you. Thanks. Bye. See ya. Tata. इतना फॉर्मल मैं ऐसे होता नहीं था.